Takumi TERADA, K1 Team Vasellus bad boy, is out training in Holland and he is sparring a very tall Dutchman. I'm assuming he's Dutch. Let's break it down. Takumi TERADA from Team Vasellus, K1 champion. I think Yuki Yoza is over there in Holland as well, training for a little camp. Takumi TERADA's brother, I believe, Mr. Japanese Fit, also has a camp based in Holland. So they're going and getting some rounds. They've been getting rounds at Holskin team as well. But let's break it down. I'm professional mixed martial artist with a 14-3 record, George Hardwick. Let's break down the sparring. We're going to watch it one time, full speed, and then we're going to watch it at half speed. Immediately that calf kick from TERADA, and that's how they do it. Both hands up, and it allows them to keep covered whilst throwing it, especially against a tall guy who's going to be punching down to the forehead, and then they can just throw punches nice and quick. There's a really nice stiff jab, but he kind of loads his right shoulder forward first before doing it, so it's not like a jab. This shoulder's going to load forward, and then he can really rotate. And even if he hits it quite close, he's going to extend through the target. Even in boxing gloves, that glove can fit through really nice. And then he goes to the liver shot. Same side attacks. A little bit of a shot into the back of the head. That's something that can happen. And a big calf kick. That's a really nice combo. Calf kick, step back, and then push kick. Because people's stance is naturally going to broaden out when they've taken a calf kick to brace for the next one. And then that front kick comes through the middle. It's kind of a little fake. Really tall guy there. Uppercut from TERADA. Lead uppercut. Going glove to glove. The guy's accepting the glove to glove. This is normally where you see people knee. Maybe he's being careful about the knee because he's got no knee pads on. Very nice high kick. Dipping his head low. Even the tall guy can use that. Dipping the head low on the high kick. Let's see if we can pause this frame. I should probably do it when it slows down. But switch, right body hook into left high kick. And then he goes for like a chassé bar oblique kick. A lot of the time we see the tall guy will throw a big looping shot combination. There's Yoza in the background by the open door. And a spin kick to the groin almost. But a lot of the time we'll see tall guys, they'll throw that combination. And then in the interim, when they reset, they'll just flick a jab. Just like that. After a big exchange, just as they both relax and take that silent contract, after an exchange and they're both breathing heavy, they'll flick that jab. Exchanging calf kicks. Here, he uses that left arm to frame and get that angle off to the right. Really good example, really good use for the tall guy in an orthodox close stance situation. See how TERADA just walks into kind of hooking and low kick range and then just blasts the jab. It's a bit unexpected, but that frame is really good from his tall sparring partner. Boom. Jab, hook, into right low kick. You can see how at the start of the combination, he wasn't really open for that low kick at the start of the combination. But that's one of the good things about combination punching is as you throw your punches, they're going to open up for some kind of kick. Think of how Pantoja was fighting Kai Asakura. The right body kick wasn't really open, but by the time he charged in with a cross and a left hook, Asakura's stance had broken. He ended up southpaw, and then he was really open for the right body kick. See how that forced TERADA back from southpaw into a position where that lead leg was open for the low kick, and it seemed to do a lot of damage. They go glove to glove. TERADA loads up with his big famous left hook to the body, a knee feint to cover a bit of distance, and they're going glove to glove. They're extending through the guard, and then a counter right straight from his sparring partner. But let's go back in that exchange. See how even and close. Boom. Well, I didn't put it back enough, but even in close, a shorter guy can drive the shoulder through, and even if it hits with the arm only at like, I don't know what degrees it is, but only partially extended, like 40% extended, you can still drive through. Would have been a good opportunity to follow up, but, you know, you can do that the next time. Would have been a good opportunity to follow up, but he's obviously worried about the counter, and there's the counter. See how the guy frames on TERADA's like eye level here. So as we put this back a little bit, he's going to put his hand out and he's framing. He's not framing on the shoulder, being friendly. He's framing at the eye level, which means that TERADA can't see this when this right hand comes. If he was being friendly and just putting his hand on the shoulder, TERADA would obviously see the opening and be able to throw his right hand. But because he's framing on that eye level, he can just ping his right straight in with a really nice elbow position there, elbow sucked into the ribs. Very nice, very nice. Boom, right straight. And TERADA just eats it and fires back. CTE maxing the Team Vasellus K1 Sagami on a crest, Silver Wolf way. Boom, there he goes, uppercut, and then a push. Push is often a good option after the uppercut. It can be hard to return to your guard after the uppercut. Left uppercut into left body hook. Classic combination, same side shots. I believe that's TERADA's brother there in the all black with the timer. Boom, that combination is even better watching it again. I didn't even realize as he switches here, when he does that initial switch, he's actually taking this leg out of the way of Terada's right low kick. So it's actually, I don't know if he meant to do it, but it's actually a counter. And then he's going to hit that right body hook in to left high kick. And he goes kind of Carlos Condit style with a little bit of a lower head position. As your head position drops, people's hands tend to match your head position. And that allows a little bit of a gap for the head kick to come up. I think the classic way Carlos Condit landed on George St. Pierre. There's a cross block, very, very difficult cross block to do. Inside calf, push, boom, spinning back kick that just lands above the belt line. Really nice combination. And you can see how that inside calf and the push, both those shots are going to square the tall guy up. It kind of feels disrespectful calling him the tall guy, but see how those movements square him up, and because he gets a little jump, Chuck Liddell style, boom. And then he feints the calf, goes into a left hook, and quite a clear shot to the back of the head there. But really, really nice combination. That inside squares him up. He tries it again, and even if he manages to check, there's that time where the taller guy has got to get his leg back to the floor before he can fire, and Terada's still throwing punches. A nice jab to the body, cross to the body, double jab in from southpaw with a big swinging left hook. One of them big FU punches that you'd throw at the end of the round. I mean, George Hardwick, if you want to see more breakdowns, they're uploading a lot at the minute, is TERADA. There's some charity matches and charity events where Takeru and Masaki Noiri are getting rounds in with each other in some kind of big mall, but pretty much having a fight. I'm going to have to break that down. So the next one is Takeru versus Masaki Noiri. You'll know what I mean when I put it on. They uploaded it. They're pretty much having a sparring match in a mall for charity. But like, comment, subscribe, algorithmic nonsense. See you whenever.